It's a crucial year for the best team ever to play the game. With 55 tournament wins over the past 12 years, San Diego Dynasty is simply the most successful team in paintball. But 2012 was not their year. This season brings a few significant roster changes as they picked up Kyle Spica and Brandon Short from the LA Ironman, as well as Tyler Harmon from Excessive. Brandon Short had been on fire in practice leading up to the event but broke his hand and will be out for 6 to 10 weeks. Dynasty needs a solid front player on that snake side, and both Spica and Harmon can fill that hole. They still have a deep roster filled with all-stars. Oliver Lang, Yosh Rao, and Alex Frazee are literally living legends, players who helped invent aggressive paintball. And Ryan Greenspan is coming off one of his best years ever and is on every coach's shortlist as one of the best players of 2012. Dynasty is very motivated to get back to the top tier of the league this season. Edmonton Impact has added a ton of firepower to an already stellar lineup for 2013. Dave Baines and Justin Rabakoff have come over from Tampa Bay Damage, and they also signed Greg Sewers, who really tore up the D side in 2012 for Los Angeles Infamous. Those three stars join a team already stacked with veterans like Ryan Moorhead, Justin Cornell, and Tim Montresor, who have won events in the PSP before and come into this year with a strong will to get back to the top. With absolutely no holes in their roster, Impact is under a lot of pressure to perform. With all the talent now on this team, they are an instant contender for Houston Heat's title. The only questions remaining are, what starting lineup do they go with, and can all these stars play on the same page? But even if just half of them show up with their A game, they're an instant favorite to win the PSP title this season.
All right, so before we head into this next matchup, as we watch Edmonton Impact taking on San Diego Dynasty, Battle of Titans right now. Both of those teams are, look at this, they're 3-0. But massive point spread for both those teams, +9 for Dynasty, +10 for Impact. And they are dominating this division. Houston Heat, they go 2-2, +3 on the point spread. And Moscow Red Legion, they are 1-3. And we haven't seen that in a long time. Chattanooga CP pulling up the bottom, 0-4, the -23, getting completely demolished here. So San Diego Dynasty and Edmonton Impact here, 2013 Mid-Atlantic Open, second stop on the PSP Tour. And man, this is gonna be a great game, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I can't wait to see how this goes down. Probably gonna be back and forth like we've seen from these good teams all day yesterday and so far this morning. But you know, this is probably gonna be one of the best matchups we could probably ask for today.
So here we go on the breakout, looking at Dynasty on the snake side, and Dynasty able to keep 5 alive as Alex Frazee and Ryan Greenspan on your screen right now, trying to shoot cross field and get a shot on Edmonton Impact and slow Greg Sewers' roll.
I think Tim Montresor got a little bit too sloppy and got a little too greedy there, so trying to get out to that snake corner, and he got eliminated there. So he's there, Dynasty 5, Impact 4.
Yeah, so now Alex Frazee able to get in the snake, and Ryan Moorhead doing a great job playing the snake side for Impact. Normally plays on the Dorito side. Oh, Ryan Greenspan uncharacteristically coming off early. Normally don't see that happen very often.
Yeah, so Ryan tried to bump from that snake tower out to the corner and got clipped in the head the second he took a step out. Justin Rabakoff now in the snake tower probing, shooting across the field towards the Dorito side. Fully expect to see some pretty long points over here, unless you see a lot of bodies drop on the break, because both of these teams really kind of figured out how to be alive in their spots and just shoot a lot of paint. But
be patient, take the eliminations when you can, right?
Yeah. Oh, Ryan Moorhead just got bounced in the pack from across the field. Referee gonna run in and check him, and he is clean. So Ryan Moorhead still alive. Alex Frazee over snake 1 on into snake 2. He's gonna get some help as Tyler Harmon bounces out of that back center and makes his way to the snake side corner to come over and start helping Alex Frazee.
Yeah, so
Ryan Moorhead laying down in snake 2. They got Josh Wamette and Greg Sewers over there on the Dorito side for Impact. You got Dalton Vanderbilt and Yosh Rao on the Dorito side for San Diego Dynasty.
Yeah, so slow point here. Both these two teams 3-0, feeling each other out. These are going to be the teams that advance to play in the semifinals tomorrow here, Sunday's competition.
Ryan Moorhead Does the little scoot from the middle of snake 2 up to snake 2 to try and get his shots across the field. There you see Sewers and Ouimet on the Doritos side. Sewers just watching that wire out of the Doritos side corner.
Ooh, Ryan Moorhead gets shot cross field. I think that was Glenn Takamoto. No, that was able to, no, Dalton Vanderbilt. Dalton able to drop a shot in on Ryan Moorhead. So Ryan Moorhead getting shot out of his bunker here and putting Justin Rabakoff in a bad spot, because now he's looking at both Tyler Harmon and Alex Frazier's guns on this snake side of the field. Let's see if Justin can prevail, or is Dynasty going to take this first point. Dalton Vanderbilt making his move on the Dorito side as well. There's Justin Rabakoff on your screen, trying to stave off the attack of Dynasty. And he's going to get tapped out as well. And here comes Tyler Harmon cutting down the field up through the center. Still looking at Josh Ouimet and Greg Sewers, who are in those back bunkers on the Dorito side of the field. And Alex Frazier is going to make quick work of the last players left alive for Edmonton Impact. Nice job by San Diego Dynasty to win this first point here. And Alex Frazier gets himself 3 confirmed kills right away, contributing, the captain of the team. So solid work by Alex Frazier, longtime Snakeside veteran here.
Solid point for Dynasty right there. Both start off 5 alive. Impact loses 1 right away, and that was just a solid game from Dynasty there.
Yeah,
and Alex Frazier had himself a nice little game as well.
Yeah, this game brought to you by Extreme Pros in Garden Grove. If you are in the Los Angeles area, definitely need to get out there, check out Steve Ree's store. Man, does a great job helping promote the sport on the West Coast. And man, Dynasty didn't, they only lost, I think they just lost Ryan Greenspan, right?
Yeah.
They're able to win that point with 4 alive bodies. So let's look at Alex Frazier. Not doing as well as some of the other guys on the team in the other games, but man, really stepping up there in this first point and getting it done.
Yeah, but he's been alive. He's been alive
yes.
in that snake. You know, he's just being a presence, and you know that's kind of the way that Dynasty's winning games out here. They're not giving away bodies early. You know, they're giving themselves time to work their spots, shoot their guns, communicate. And Alex Frazier's getting in this snake often, you know, and just being a presence over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, well, let's see if Impact can pick it up. We'll be right back after this. And we are back here. First point goes to Dynasty. Now on the split screen breakout. Impact on the right-hand side, Dynasty on the left as the team switch sides. 16 minutes on the clock, and a really long, about a 4-minute point here in that first one. And now Dynasty losing a player off the break. It's Glenn Takamoto taking the early walk. They do still have 2 players, though, on this snake side of the field as Brandon Short and Kyle Spica rolling their guns. And then on the flip side, Edmonton Impact, they also have 2 players on the snake side alive. And Yakmek and looks like Justin Cornell into snake 1.
And Spica goes to snake 2, as you say that as well. So both in the snake.
Yeah, Kyle Spica making a quick bump there into snake 2. Looks like he's listening in. And then now an Impact. And it looks, yeah, so Impact able to get out wide. And as these guys settle into their bunkers, let's check in with Lauren real quick. Lauren, what's going on down there?
Hey there, we're standing here with Rusty Glaze, coach of Dynasty. This is going to be a tough one against Impact. What are you telling the guys to be prepared for coming from Impact?
Long points. We just want to play a controlled game. So, you know, we want to put ourselves in positions to get kills and play strong points.
What kind of plays can we see coming up?
I mean, there's not as much to do on this field, so I don't expect you're going to see a lot of crazy stuff unless we really feel like we can do that.
All right, well, we'll see who can win this one.
Slow controlled points has been the name of the game for Dynasty. here, and they are looking pretty solid because Dave Baines got a minor penalty, and there's 23 seconds left on that. So, but it's not looking good here for Impact as Kyle Spica executes Justin Cornell. Blake Yarber still alive over on the Dorito side of the field, along with Ollie Lang. And here comes Brandon Short. But Edmonton Impact going to concede that point, so Dynasty still looking strong. Kyle Spica, 2 confirmed kills. Blake Yarber got himself 1 as well. So Dynasty is going to go up 2-0 here. Dave Baines walking off, probably a little angry at himself right there. Dave doesn't get a lot of penalties.
No.
Not many. That's why when he looked at his gun, he's like, what, where am I hit? He had that look like, come on, I don't do this.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know, if you do get hit, even if you don't feel it or know you're hit, and you're playing, you're going to get a minor penalty, which is what happened. But with a guy like Baines, I honestly, you know, it's one of those things where he knows, because he's seen it happen. He knows how penalties can kill you. So, all right, well, we're going to be right back here. Dynasty up over Impact, 2-0. See you in a second. We're back here, 11 seconds before the start of this next point, and Impact needs to get something going here. At least they get that body back. Minor penalties do come off the board if you lose the point. Majors will stay on, though. Minor signified by a yellow flag in the air, and majors a red flag. And now Ryan Moorhead trying to make his way into Snake 1 off the break. He does. Justin Rabikoff right behind him. They got Tim Montresor on the inside, and then now Moorhead making his way into second part of the Snake here, trying to shoot cross field and get a shot on Dalton Vanderbilt, who's stuck at that first Dorito. And it's going to be tough for him to move up if Moorhead's in that position. And that's basically kind of been the story of the Dorito side. We really haven't seen as much aggression over there because it's so easy for most teams, especially if you're aggressive like Moorhead, to get into Snake 2. And if you're not already past there and you get stuck, it's tough to get out of that spot.
Yeah, well, it's easy to get into Snake 2. It's hard to go from Dorito 1 to Dorito 2. You know, especially because Snake 2 has such a big, nice shot to just pound that, you know, and so does the Temple on the inside, you know, and while we're on the subject, the Snake Tower and the Snake Side Corner all have shots pretty much. So if bodies are dedicated that way, it's really hard to make that bump. And you're going from a big Dorito across a big gap into a small Dorito. So, I mean, it's just a really tough move over there. That's why you really got to establish dominance over here on the Snake side early.
Which both Impact and Dynasty are mirrored up exactly. Ryan Greenspan's in the Snake corner, Justin Rabikoff's in the Snake corner. You got Ryan Moorhead, now he's moving to the Snake Dorito.
Yeah, and Ryan Moorhead able to just glide right into the 50-yard line over here on the Snake side. He's going to have a better shot on Dalton, but now everybody's shooting at Ryan Moorhead, which means
that's good. His Dorito guys need to get going now.
Yeah, exactly. And Alex Frazee realizing that they have the thorn in their side and that Ryan Moorhead is going to need to go. But Justin Rabikoff shooting right over the top of Ryan Moorhead. Now Justin's loading. There's actually nobody even, okay, no, it's Dorito 1 cross field trying to watch over Moorhead. Moorhead definitely has a couple guns devoted to looking over his shoulder right now for him.
And I don't get why Tim Montresor's not protecting him. Like, for a moment there, both Justin and Tim are shooting Dorito side. They got to take care of their Ryan Moorhead here.
Yeah, you're right, but
that's their job.
But they do have this Dorito side. The first Dorito is definitely looking over Ryan Moorhead right now. Moorhead's just living in that bunker, tying up a lot of guns. But now moves need to be made, though.
Yeah.
So everyone's looking at Ryan.
They need to get going that Dorito
there's
side.
There are literally 3 guns devoted just to Ryan Moorhead right now. And then now move made by Alex Frazee. He's able to stay alive. Amazing move by Alex Frazee.
If I were Ryan Moorhead, I'd be furious at those guys behind him right now, like, for letting that happen. There's 3 guys that let that happen.
Yeah, Sewers, Rabakov, and Montressor all had shots on Alex Frazier. I mean, Sewers, he was pounding that inside there. Must have just missed him. The referee going to come in and check him right now. But Sewers should have been pounding the Alex Frazier's bunker, but Frazier, excellent move right there. Ryan Greenspan now, he's protecting Alex Frazier from the back of snake one. Tyler Harmon is in the temple in the middle of the field. There's Frazier on your screen working down the wire. Yosh Rao and Dalton Vanderbilt alive on the Dorito side for Dynasty. Oh, and Yosh Rao takes one right on top of the head.
Oh, wow, Yosh loses a gunfight.
So just Dalton Vanderbilt over there right now, but he's protecting Alex Frazier. Shooting over top, Ryan Greenspan bumps back to the snake side corner. Just Rabakov back to the snake side corner. There's Joshua Met and Greg Sewers on your screen right there. Justin Rabakov crawls back into the back of snake one in that temple. Playing this way. Joshua Met and Greg Sewers are looking like they want to get something going on the Dorito side, but
they had their best opportunity when Ryan Moorhead was in here. They all, like Matt said, 3 guns were on him. That was their time to get going.
That's just a great play by Alex Frazier. And you notice how he went too. When Alex went, he went real low, timed it perfectly, and he went not just wanting to trade. He went expecting to live.
Yep.
That's high level play right there. A lot of guys will just be like, oh, got to kill this guy. I'm just going to run him down, blaze past him, and get blown to bits by the back guys. But you can live in those bunkers. And Alex Frazier proving that that can be done. So solid work by him. You're looking at Justin Rabakov. This really long point here. You know, these guys, you know, we saw Yosh come off earlier, but and Ryan Moorhead getting taken out, but you know, we're looking at master gunfighters right now. Both of these teams, very strong gunfighters, been very seasoned and experienced, and so because of that, you know, you're not really going to see a lot of these guys die out of their bunker stupid.
Dynasty right now trying to work it out. Alex Frazier talking to his sidelines, talking to Ryan Greenspan. Tyler Harmon looks like he got bounced again in that center temple, but he's still trying to lock off that Dorito side. Gets put in just enough for Greg Sewers to make a move into the Dorito too.
The move now would be if Justin would go into the snake now, he could possibly do it to Alex Frazier what Frazier did to Ryan Moorhead now, because now he's in a spot where he's kind of solo up there. He's got Ryan Greenspan behind him, but the way the field's laid up now, that's if Impact's gonna make anything happen, they need to make it down the snake side.
Yeah, the two buys back here, and the time just taken away. Impact down 2 points, just under 9 minutes left to go in this game right now. And Justin Rabakov on your screen right there, really just playing those back 2 bunkers, going back and forth, not wanting to risk his body, but you're right, Rab, it may take him getting involved over here to make some of the pressure come towards the snake side. Greg Sewers trying to make the move himself. You know, his pack empty, he gets shot and comes off the field right there. So Greg Sewers trying to get the game going for Edmonton Impact, and just now leaving 3 bodies left alive against the 4 of San Diego Dynasty, and who has the lead.
And like you just said, pack empty. I'm looking at a lot of players now, their packs are starting to get empty. So with the 2-0 lead, Dynasty will be content running this one all the way out if they had to. They wouldn't have no issue with that, taking that win.
There's Frazier, he's out of pain as well.
That's the thing, but Dynasty doesn't have to do anything. They're in spots. And yeah, Frazier's out of paint. Probably a couple other guys, I'm assuming, are out of paint after these really long points. But, you know, Edmonton Impact, they have to score 2 points here just to tie it. So now with a little under 8 minutes to go, they have the time, but not if these points continually run ridiculously long.
Alex Frazier up on one knee playing the wire right now, looking like he's thinking about making a move. Montressor, the only body watching the Dorito side. Joshua Met crossed up with him, focused on Frazier on the snake side, and Justin Rabakov playing, trying to get shots across the field on Dalton Vanderbilt, but Dalton Vanderbilt isn't going to just stick his head out and let Justin Rabakov shoot him, because I'm sure Dalton's pretty low on paint as well. So, you know, they're just communicating, staying alive. Dynasty knowing that they can let the clock tick away here and still be in a good position.
Ryan Greenspan just gets hit in the head. I don't know who got that shot there, but...
So Ryan Greenspan and Yosh Rao both getting shot out of their bunkers early. That is something you don't normally see, especially both of them.
But Dalton Vanderbilt makes a move, and he's up in the 40 Dorito now. Alex Frazier looking to put in Womet and maybe make a move, and Alex Frazier gets shot by Tim Montressor in the top of the loader.
So here comes Impact creating themselves opportunities by winning 3 crucial gunfights here. And even though they lost Ryan Moorhead earlier because they weren't able to protect him, Justin Rabikoff, Tim Montressor, and you know, it looks like all 3 of those kills have come from Tim Montressor.
Justin Rabikoff over the inside into the 50 Dorito, giving himself a good angle on Dalton Vanderbilt. I'm sure Dalton Vanderbilt just heard that from his coaches as he tucks in, gets a little bit tighter. But 3 bodies alive now. Tim Montressor going to come back behind Justin Rabikoff. It's going to be tough for Justin Rabikoff to go anywhere with Tyler Harmon in that snake side corner.
What a tactical point this has been. You know, the move from Frazee earlier on, some gunfight losses and dropping the ball, a couple guys on Dynasty. Tim Montressor, hero so far for Impact, is he's got 3 kills. All of those gunfights were won by Tim. So the fact that Tim beats Yosh in a gunfight, Ryan in a gunfight, and gets a shot on Alex, that's really impressive.
Yeah, Justin Rabikoff putting himself in position over here to get the drop on Dalton Vanderbilt.
He needs his team to start moving down, put a little pressure on Dalton over on that side a little bit.
Yeah, Josh
he's got to get those guys to push him towards him now.
Yeah, Josh Fomet bumped out to the corner. He can wrap around the outside and try and put the pressure on Dalton Vanderbilt. But if Josh Fomet cannot lose a gun battle for Impact over there, being the only body on that side, especially with where Justin Rabikoff is right now. Tyler Harmon getting to his toes.
And I was going to say, at a certain point, somebody's got to go.
Where? Oh, come on, it's lame.
Tony gives Justin Rabikoff a minor penalty right now for questioning the call, and is going to put the one of the last Impact players in the box.
That's
so
why
Impact,
you can't talk back to the refs, man.
Yep.
Impact decides to blow the horn.
So ref teaching Justin a lesson, apparently. Justin's still wondering where that hit was.
I don't see one, but hey, we're up here.
But here's the thing on the field. If you're a referee, if you tell a player 2 things. If you tell a player to get out and he questions you and he stays in the game longer than he's supposed to, he's affecting the dynamic of the game, okay? Because a player may not make a move because he's still waiting and wondering if that player's going to get off the field, you know, like he should be. You know, in bang-bang situations when there's a lot more players on the field, you know, then that could be a factor. Second of all, if a referee is down there and he's watching a player play and he sees a ball hit you and nick you and spray off, he doesn't need to have a full-size hit to call you out. If he sees the ball hit you and it sprays and leaves any pain at all, the referee is allowed to call you out.
Yeah, and looks like
and you don't want to question the ref because he just got his team pulled. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, that score is 3-0, and we're going to be right back after this commercial message with a little interview on the sidelines with Lauren.
Masks, loaders, paintballs, tanks, and clothing. With free shipping on all orders over $100. Shop now at ansgear.com.
Welcome back. We are right in the middle of our Dynasty versus Impact game. Dynasty is winning 3-0, but we wanted to update you on the Challengers bracket and how they're doing. Standing here with Brian McKenna from Aftershock. You guys just played Excessive, and you actually won your first game this weekend. What were you doing in that game that brought you the win?
Well, we started with some serious scouting on Thursday during practice. We watched how they were going about their game style on yesterday, Friday. So we kind of tried to put together some game plans to counteract that and really stuck to our jobs and pulled through.
All right, so next you have Texas Storm. They're playing really strong this weekend as well. What do you need to accomplish in order to win? What are you expecting from them?
We're expecting somewhat of a similar game style from Excessive. But you know, like I said, we really put together some solid game plans last night. We just got to stick to our jobs, play as a unit, and come together and pull off that win next game.
All right, well, good luck with that. And now we'll get back to the Impact versus Dynasty game.
I've won everything there is to win. And finally, a cleat that can keep up. So now, it's time to shred.
And we are back here, less than 5 minutes to go. San Diego Dynasty just up 30 points over Edmonton Impact, and it's going to be tough, man, with these really long points. Now that Dynasty's up 3, they really can just get out to those spots and lock it up.
And straight into Snake 2. Justin Cornell breaks out for Impact. Got Zach Yakimek behind him. Kyle Spica and Brandon Short over here on the Snake side for Dynasty. Glenn Takamoto, Blake Yarber, and Oliver Lang over there for San Diego Dynasty on the Dorito side and the middle. Dave Baines and Greg Sewers now working the Dorito side. Not going to play the long points. Looking to get involved right away. Greg Sewers makes a big move from the Dorito 1 all the way up to the 40 Dorito, and he's going to start wrapping right away. Glenn Takamoto switches to the inside. Going to allow Greg Sewers to start wrapping down that wire. But Kyle Spica getting up and getting involved in Snake 2 right now.
Yeah, there's Spica on your screen, shooting cross field, but it looked like for a second he wanted to launch, decided not to. He's got 5 guys still with Dynasty on this field, man, looking good. Justin Rabikoff came off early. So Dynasty looking in really solid positions to lock up both sides of this field.
Oh, Oliver Lang looked like he may have gotten shot in the shoulder or the loader. Referee comes over, checks him out. He's clean. It's going down right now on the Snake side with Justin Cornell and Kyle Spica.
Yeah, tense moments here. Look at this, man. Brandon Short is just destroying the bunker right now, but he's going to have to load eventually. And there he goes. So he gets off him slightly, and Kyle Spica backs up. Now Kyle needs to gun up here, and Brandon gets that load on, but looks like Brandon might have got shot cross field. No, so Brandon has to switch over, and Justin Cornell not feeling that pressure anymore. And you can see, but it looks like...
I think Greg Sewers just shot Glenn Takamoto on the Dorito side of the field.
So look at this, Justin Cornell not feeling any pressure. He's gonna head check and try to get out and establish a lane here. He does have a back player right behind him. So tense moments here is Edmonton Impact, they don't have an option. They have to go. And then now Justin Cornell diving face first. I don't know if he got a shot on Spica. And a major penalty on Justin Cornell. Diving in head first, still pulling the trigger, and frustrating turn of events for Justin over here on this side of the field.
There's still 2 minutes left in this game, 2:17. Justin Cornell needs to run over to that
absolutely.
box.
He's got to run.
If they're going to have any semblance of
He's losing his composure. Yeah, I don't know why Justin's angry at the call, obviously, very frustrated, but still, you're a professional, man. You've got to, no matter what happens out there, even if you don't feel the call went your way, you still need to put your team, don't hurt your team because you're angry.
Wow, and Kyle Spica pumping his fist down there right now. Oh, and another major. Justin Cornell is going to get, I think, another major for saying something to the ref after that game.
Just completely losing his cool.
Which, again, you got to play this field tomorrow.
Yeah,
and coming back on this field.
You're in already.
Yeah.
You're in. Okay, yeah, I understand. Maybe you feel like you got a raw shake over here, but I mean, I don't know, man. He dove in there and got blown to bits, so you know, kind of tough to tell. That's why the refs are down there. But regardless, even if you do a blown call, it doesn't matter. You got to maintain your composure because now that ref's gonna be like, you know what, Justin Cornell, wow, you're gonna mouth off after me. You're the one that got a major anyway. So, well, we're gonna be right back after this and see if Impact can finally get on the board.
Did you hear that? Hear what? Tanks? 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 Tanks! Tanks! Oh yeah, tanks. Night, night. Tanks? Tanks. Tanks. Tanks.
odds that this cop has never eaten a donut. Odds of making one of those ridiculous TV dance competition shows. Odds of meeting this person. Odds of you winning this tournament. Odds of you winning a prize from Valken, especially if you head over to Facebook and enter our Paintball Access Daily Contest. Enter, win, celebrate.
So we're back. Just 1 minute and 56 seconds remain here in the last game of the morning's competition. Then we got a full set of afternoon matches coming at you here. 2013 PSP Mid-Atlantic Open, second stop on the tour. And now here, big moves off the break. And here comes Ryan Moorhead running and gunning all the way to 50-yard line. Jordan makes it in clean.
And they're playing 5-on-2 right now because there's 2 guys in the penalty box and they lost 1 in the break. So here it comes. Dynasty doesn't come flying through here.
Did they only, I mean, do they have 3 guys in the box? No, there's still only 2 in the box.
Yeah, Greg Sewers went towards the Dorito side, got shot on the break.
Okay, so Ryan Moorhead still alive. And wow, you know, Ryan Moorhead running into guns still was able to get to the 50-yard line, Dorito off the break. And, you know, that when I see stuff like that and have people tell me that you can't play aggressive on the side is when I'm like, yeah, okay, sure you can't play aggressive on the side. And there comes, and Ryan Greenspan executes Ryan Moorhead.
Ryan Moorhead, one-man army over here in the Dorito. And Tony's going to throw a penalty on Ryan Moorhead, probably for a delay of game as well. Just, you know, he's got happy wrists today, flicking them up in the air, dropping them left and right.
Well, I mean, you know,
not that they're not deserved.
I was going to say,
it's well deserved.
Impact's getting a little mouthy out there.
Yeah.
You know, and but the thing is they've got it. This is when I kind of start shaking my head. And if I was the coach of Impact, I'd be like, look, boys, here's the deal. We're already in. You're kind of ruining it for us tomorrow because now, you know, I mean, come on, you know, the refs are going to try to give everyone a fair shake, but if there's any sort of benefit of the doubt, you're not going to start getting those calls go your way if you're mouthing off to the refs, especially, I mean, what was that? You know, you're going to lose anyway.
Yeah, no reason.
You know, no reason. It's completely uncalled for, you know, and guys like Ryan and guys like Justin have been doing this for so long. There's really no excuse for that. You know, they're great guys, they're really nice guys, but you know, Ryan Moorhead now mouthing off to Ryan too, feeling like, I don't know, did you feel, Ryan, do you feel?
Yeah. It was definitely the right call, you know, and I mean, it was the same ref that called the delay of game last time.
They gave a penalty on Ryan Greenspan as well. So there's a penalty on Dynasty, so they're both angry about that call.
Well, I don't know, I mean, maybe Ryan got hit before, and that's why, maybe Ryan Moorhead shot Ryan Greenspan before, we didn't see it. And then Ryan came and ran him down. I actually am really interested. I want to talk to one of those guys and figure out what the deal was. But you know, that's paintball. It's crazy. It's dynamic. It's
But going into tomorrow, Impact needs to get their act together here.
Yeah.
Get their composure together because they have to go back in this field tomorrow. They're playing tomorrow, but.
Man, it looked like a fair trade. It looked like they both should have just walked off. There's only less than a minute left. Dynasty's up 3-0. You know, there's just no reason for either of those guys to try and debate it. And as Ryan Greenspan should have been the one that should have just ran off the field, not even cared.
Yeah, exactly.
And look what they've done.
We're going to win.
Yeah, look what they've done to their team. They've got 2 Impact players on, 3 in the box. So, thanks, guys.
We're having a little party in the box for Impact.
They're going to have to start making the boxes bigger. This stuff keeps up. So, Greg Sewers. And who we got down there with him? Is that Stillwell?
Yep.
Yes.
So just 2 players left alive on the field after the penalty party over there for Edmonton Impact, and they lose Stillwell trying to get out to the corner. And here comes Kyle Spica, going to try to make quick work of Greg Sewers, who didn't stand a chance.
And Oliver Lang going to run that flag in, try and increase their point spread. And just make Impact endure more pain and suffering over here by playing 2 on 4 for another 38 seconds. Dynasty looking to just stat stuff a little bit.
Almost not enough space on the board over there for all the penalties. So I think they get one of those guys back.
Yeah, one of those minors will come off. So it'll be a 4-on-3 starting this one. But Dynasty up 5-0, 38 seconds left to go in this game. You know.
Well, let's check out this replay, Todd, and see if we can figure out why Ryan's so heated. All right, so there's Greenspan. He launches from dips down. Well, let's see if we can see any hits. It's really tough. Can't tell from this angle at all. Yeah, it's impossible to tell from this angle because we're not looking at Ryan's chest. And then Ryan Moorhead. So here we go. Let's look at it from this angle. So Ryan dips down. Greenspan coming to take out Moorhead. And there, finally, I saw something come off Ryan right there at the last second.
Which one?
Sorry, Greenspan. Did see something, but he was already past. He was already past Moorhead.
Yeah, and maybe it's something that happened right after that when those two were jawing at each other. That's probably why they both got the penalties. But I mean, right there, they both traded out. Ryan Greenspan came down, bunkered Ryan Moorhead. Ryan Moorhead has gunned that way. It's usually a bang-bang play, but it was probably just a delay of game or talking penalty on both of those two players right there. But Ryan Moorhead from that minor will be out of the box. You see he, Justin Rabikoff, and another player, that's Zane Yakimak, right there on the field for Edmonton Impact. So coming out right now for San Diego Dynasty, you got Yosh Rao, Dalton Vanderbilt, Tyler Harmon, Alex Frage, and Ryan Greenspan is still in the penalty box over there. But he's just going to relax, let this last 40 seconds run out. Yosh Rao gets shot on the break, so he walks off, and here comes the charge of the 3 Impact players. 28 seconds left. Tyler Harmon gets shot. Zane Yakimak is wheeling and dealing in the middle of the field. Ryan Moorhead going to make a sprint for the flag as Zane Yakimak peppers the back of Alex Frage. Ryan Moorhead going to run it in and hang the flag.
This might be the and the minor penalty on Alex Frage. This might be the longest end of a game that's way decided long ago.
For sure. 14.5 seconds left. Tyler Harmon spikes a pot into the ground right now. He's upset about something. Yeah, but I mean, tension is high. This was the game that we talked about being one of the biggest games of the day here, and many close points that just went in the favor of San Diego Dynasty, and that's why it was that 3-0 lead.
Yeah, and this game actually, even though the score is ridiculous, it's 6-1 in favor of Dynasty, game was closer, way closer than the score indicated, and you know what though, you never want to see your guys getting dumb penalties, talking after your hit and that sort of thing. And I mean, I can understand if you really feel like you were severely wronged in a situation and you have to jaw at the ref because he completely blew the call and you just have to say your piece. I can respect that, all right? I mean, yeah, you're going to get a penalty for it. Probably shouldn't do it anyway, but I can respect that. But what I'm saying is that Impact obviously wants to win this event. They're already in. They're in to Sunday, and they're playing great. But the intensity that they brought to this game against Dynasty, with the talking, I mean, you can tell the fire's there. So even though, they know they're already in Sunday, that's how bad they want to win. That's how hungry they are. So though you don't want to see those things normally, I do love the fire, and you can tell by the intensity that Impact's bringing that they want the victory, man. They didn't put this superstar roster together to, to not win tournaments.
Yeah, for sure. We got Takamoto, Lang, Spica and Short over here for San Diego Dynasty. For Edmonton Impact, you got Moorhead, Zane Yakimak, Rabikoff. A couple bodies in the box. So 3-on-4, 14 seconds left. As Impact players, just one through the middle, one down the Doritos, one down the sideline. Justin Rabikoff over here on the snake side. Just gonna dump a loader full of paint for the fun of it. And that last horn is going to blow right there. Impact going to drop this game to San Diego Dynasty. 6-1 going to be the final.
Seeing a frustrated Moorhead walk off, taking a loss here. So, yeah, Dynasty looking real strong. As they win 2 games today, they blew out Chattanooga CEP 7-0, and then now ended up with the final score of 7-1 here against 7-1 against Impact. But this game again closer than the score would indicate, and so Dynasty has had a lot of close games. Yesterday they had 2 close ones, won both of them. So the only blowout, I mean, this is a blowout on the score, but what was happening on that field, was some long, drawn-out close points until the end of this crazy penalty madness.
Yeah, man, and that's going to be that should be the lunch break for us now. We're going to have San Jose Royalty taking on New Jersey Jesters from the Challengers Division when we come back after lunch at 12:45. And then another Challengers Division game coming up right after that at 1:30, Seattle Thunder taking on Sacramento DMG. And then we're going to have the rest of the Champions Division Pro Bracket over here in the afternoon starting at 2:15. with Tauntauns and X Factor, and then the rest of the games coming up from that other bracket.
Yeah, so, man, can't wait to see some Challengers action. San Jose Royalty going to be making their webcast debut against the New Jersey Jesters. We'll see what these two new Challengers teams are bringing to the professional division, and we're going to be back after the lunch break. Stick around with us. See you in a second.